investors coming from outside the country with briefcases to come to our country and get rich, and they go back with trunks of billions of dollars. When our own country, we are still in abject poverty. And that is the thing which we want to bring to an end. We want the people of Zambia to benefit from their natural resources. We have seen our doctors. Our doctors, it is very difficult to identify any hospital in this country which is owned by our own Zambians. But we have seen our brothers and sisters from outside the country. They have come to set up hospitals in our country on expense of government resources which government spend on our graduates who graduated from the University of Zambia and other universities, the School of Medicine. We encourage our people to invest in the health sector, because the way our brothers and sisters are investing in the health sector, we can do it as the people of Zambia. So for today, let us trickle down now into the happenings in the country in the area of economy. When we started talking about IMF, I started engaging IMF. We wanted IMF to disclose, to have a full disclosure of the agreement which they had with our government of the Republic of Zambia. They refused to tell us. We engaged our government through the Minister of Finance and Secretary to Treasury, and they failed to give the people of Zambia the full disclosure of the agreement with IMF. What we have seen now, we have seen that IMF and other creditors, they have pulled out from the deal with Zambia. So as a country, we have gone back to square zero again. And we want to urge the government of His Excellency Hakainde Hichilema. I'm used to talk about Edgar, you know, because of the good things he did to this country. So the government of Mr. Hakainde Hichilema to come back to the people of Zambia, to consult the people of Zambia the next move to take when we start engaging the IMF. These IMF we see, they are not our friends. They don't love us. They just want to come and get what they want to get from the people of Zambia. Those boys and girls in Washington, they are not our friends. All of you, you know that those boys and girls are not our friends. They just want to come and reap our natural resources from the people of Zambia. We want the government to engage the people of Zambia. Let them engage the people of Zambia. The economy is very bad. The economy is very bad. We are buying a 25 kg of millimere at 300 kwacha. 300 kwacha. Vamayo kukaunda square fyapa. Tabalekwanisha. Mukamangomu. Tabalekwanisha. Kukabushi. Tabalekwanisha. Kubwengwa. Tabalekwanisha. Ukushita 300 kwacha. Inchito yesu ifwe former politician. Kwafu abantu. Inchito yesu. Tuisa kubantu mukubeba tukamichitire efi. Tukamibwesesha fuel. Tukamibwesesha obunga. Because ama bosses bama politician ifwe. Bantu. Ebene bamaka bantu. Nomba abantu nga balechula. Abantu balechula. Ninshi inchito yesu former politicians. Ninchito nshi. Don't any economy yesu ofwe. The mining sector. Copper Belt Province. Because in a Copper Belt Province, yaba kumutima. Copper Belt Province, yaba kumutima. Bantu kulia ekwa bomu toto wesu ifuni Copper Belt Province. Copper Belt Province ineta paru ingamfu nyako. Abantu Copper Belt Province, bale chula. Bale chula abantu Copper Belt Province. Tulefwa ya government yaba Hakainde Hichilema ipose kwa mano ku Copper Belt Province. Copper Belt Province walikwata ama natural resources. We have natural resources in Lufwanyama, Mpongwe, Kalulushi, Kitwe, Mufurira, Chambishi, Chirilabombwe, Ndola, Masaiti, name it. Tetusumine abantu barechula ifeyo. Tusumine ifeyo Copper Belt Province. Na dilandire kuma press briefing ya fumine kwa Copper Belt Province. Economy ili mwaisiyo. Na papene economy chili mwaisiyo. Turefuaya wa president akaenda HMS government. Balode keshepo padi Copper Belt Province. Abantu ba Copper Belt Province barechula. Ngawaya Copper Belt Province. Abantu barekabira no kukwata tu kwacha. Just hii nete tu kwacha barekulomba mpeniko 5 kwacha. Peniko 2 kwacha. Tatulesekera moifwe yo kwebata abantu baretulomba ama 2 kwacha. Tatulesekeramo turefuaya abantu baba empowered, abantu bakwata amachito. Ofo turefuaya. President Edgar lungu in 2017-2018, he toured Copper Belt Province. When those investors, they started misbehaving, he came to the Copper Belt Province when I was a minister for Copper Belt Province. And he promised those investors that I will close all these mines. I will close the mines and we are going to diversify our economy from copper dependency into agriculture. By Sarandati, amabweta yabola yo. Amabweta yabola ndefi sala. Because abalesekeramu tema Zambians. Abalesekeramu bantu bambi. Ebalesekeramu muma minerals yesu. Okay? Ebalesekeramu. That's why if we number mentality yesu kwema Zambians, tuakwata mentality ya begging. E mentality tuakwata. That's why mule monokula ikata abantu ba amuntu akwata kofeka motoka ikaten. Umuntu akwata kofeka famu ikaten. Ila mentality ni mentality ya poverty mentality. And that mentality we should to move out of that mentality. Let us move. Trefuaya in Naira China. The governor for provinces we visited, Bale landed by 2030. We want to make our own Chinese who are trillionaires in dollars because we want to be doing business within ourselves. No, but for Zambia, no muntu kukwata $50,000 mulandu mwebantu. No, but ni country ya shani. Nishtwala ikala shani. Into yesukula yafye ubwali nakapenta. Enchito yesu. Ichota fya bombe yo. Tatwa asumine ukutwale chalo chesu chibe a begging country. We want our people to invest in our economy. We want our fellow Zambians to have money. Ama Zambians ngabakwate mpia nish government ya kwate mpia. Ama Zambians ngabakwate mpia nish government ya kwate mpia. Nomba mlefu atre begging atre begging. Nefyo fia nefyo that ya bona. We want to urge our Minister of Mines, Kabuswe, Nangwa kwate futumbua mukanwa, Munanja alikwate futumbua mukanwa. Fika fuma file futumbua by 2026. You are going to see the real issues which is happening in the mining sector. But President Vadi Tampio Munesu Chirundi Kenchito, Alifeni Provincial Minister Ngaine. Ba Tampia Chirundi Kenchito, Bakano Tampia Kabuswe. Because Chirundi Kangari Rufianya Nishua Rufianya Sana, ni Minister of Mines. Wa Rufianya Sana ni Minister of Mines. Inenga nari President inga nari Tampia Kabuswe, na aleka na Minister of Province Ambo Kubomba. Because the mining sector falls under Minister of Mines. So, umuine wa maini, takwe chomulandu, bapela umuntu ulolekesha fie as a general prayer. Oba baeba tinuwa kwe chomulandu. Ishota kwa bayo. So, therefore, no kwe mulandi chirundiko kwe ba tule enda fie no mutu uwa iminina because tapade of watchta. Abadi ingiri okubana problem, bena kabuswe. Ebadi ingiri okubana na problem. Abena kabuswa bale chinja gold yaingira mukopa, gold tabala ipima yaingira mu katuishingani mu iron, yaingira mu silver, umuine kabuswa katuishingani ngani profit katuishi. So economy ya Copper Belt Province ilefai kuwa improved. Agriculture, ifolo twambire okumweba oyu Minister wa Agriculture Mutolo kweba tiwe Mutolo nishi ndi mu parliament inyopo bamfunishe mu parliament first cha number 1 nalebebe fishinka elo inena alebebe rapo bali ama MPs nalebebe rapo njere ya useless MPs because you are failing to advise the president and you are failing to manage this economy. Economy ya Mzambia kuitsa manage tayashupa nangu panono. That's why namnyeveri ati bakanja shimekwe chalo echi for 3 months nkati shingulu sheine. Because economy tayashupa ye. Tayashupa nangu panono yo. Ichi chalo kutwachi shingulu shabamba no kutota Mazambia nzati. Ngoyo ali kwisoyo. Because ichalo echi twalikwata indala mmesha ikalafenga walosha ku Northwestern indala mambwe. Walolesha kuchongwe ndala mambwe walolesha kulufunsa waya pakopa belt waya ku Southern Province indalama waya ku Northwestern Province indalama shabako kuti twafira okulaninga chino chalo sure ichalo cha ikwatire indalama fe indalama shayi kalafe concept indalama so tulefo okweba agriculture minister okweba taking agriculture seriously nga wakano taking agriculture seriously ninshi ichalo tapali oko chalaya nga wakano taking agriculture seriously ninshi ichalo tapali oko chalaya. Agriculture is a main sector of our economy which we have to invest in as a government to start investing in agriculture. Nga twachita invest mu agriculture twakwate vyakulya nishi twasova muchalo nishi twasova twachita protect abantu abena Zambia apatuli nomba na quality ya vyakulya na ichinja quality ya vyakulya fyali mu PF fyali fyapimwa baishi batoke in 25 kg quality niso nomba economy apa irubene mwaleto bungati zanisi katina ZNS milimiu mwaleto obunga ZNS milimiu tatwaishwa no upima obungo bobwinyo obunga ni nani tatwaishiba bweni nani ugayo obunga tatwaishiba ifigayo fo twashire ifo fyali fye tatu ifigayo ofo twashire inena shire chigayo cha Chongwe milling plant iya bafyapa ngamule ingira muchongo umunandi malozo sichone ashire chigayo kumpika chimo umunandi adife ya mukare ashire chigayo kumonze chimo nomba chide chigayo firerisha efire twala mabunga yonsa ya mshoprite ero mailo na alipa chigayo echicha pachongwe charishima baganstan shubunga agriculture minister opose kwa mana abena Zambia baleranda tofo mfunishe na road block yonse muchalo mulefu amule pishefu ma GMO food ifya kuingira mna muchalo chose cha Zambia ala tiendu peri abena Zambia omuchinji abena Zambia bali tupero omuchinji nako tentu tubapere omuchinji so agriculture tentu pose kwa mana abantu agriculture balerida fenali kulufanya makumi esukulya abantu nabakana no kwakana fertilizer nabalanda tatwakana fertilizer mutupere fertilizer yakwanina mulefu abantu bambye kulakana fertilizer mutolonga ali mu parliament wa mulolesha aleranda tapali abala yakana fertilizer wa mutontonga ya shoyo dishiluna ngwale tontonga nyoyo ale mona kwati babomba mwi blanket ifo tumona fo babomba ifo inchito yesu kuba tita monitor and you have been monitoring them Mutolo abafe mu government for 2 years. I was in government for 5 solid years. And being in government, Mutolo abomba fye nama taken from us, whatever in our Rhine ministry. Me, I was working with the soldiers. I was working with the ZAF. I was working with the intelligence. And I was working with police. Okay? So in understanding your government, I know more than Mutolo. I know more than Kabuswe, because inena ishibe chalo, okay? Inena arebomba na abantu abasunge chalo. Oba na arebomba na basoja, na arebomba na bazafu, na arebomba na bakapokola, na arebomba na ba intelligence. Ero ndepakubomba twale ikala as a group natwikala ndeumfwa ndetina nokutina tokanshi chalo ifo chawe inenga namye bati ndefo okuteka ninji chibofo ndandapo nishina lipya kale nina lipya. I'm qualified, more than qualified to govern this country, more than qualified. So mutolo umfweko kubena Zambia baperi omufundo abena Zambia iwo fyonse fye kwangala fyonse kwangala mwila angala kuli agriculture, mwila angala kuli agriculture bapeni omufundo bapeni seed. Agriculture ifu yaleisa bwino sana. Olo twakwete minister wesu Katambo chali moneka nokumoneka fire moneka. I was in charge of Lusaka. I knew the beneficiaries of PSIP in our province. I was visiting those beneficiaries. Even the time when they were collecting fertilizers from our depots, I was there physically, seeing, because we were providing transport to them so that we can take fertilizer to their doorstep, because we respect the farmers. We know that these are the farmers who will feed the nation. So we have to respect them. We have to make sure that twabapera komuchinshi impia kadabalefo okisa mukusendanga basombola kakulako by reducing on their transport and by giving them fertilizer and other seeds so that they can work on their big fields. That's what we were doing. So ba mutolo mupose kwa mano. Not you kumulesa mwa yo, if as the government will continue exporting maize and millet. Ama Zambians bakakufunyapo mu 2026 because ama Zambians ebene bachalo yo mutolo te chalo chobe chino. Ama Zambians ebene bachalo chino cha Zambia. The other thing which would want us to talk about kudi area shidi fumine yo ba Edgar na bapya ninshi bambira okulanda pali kama benefits yabo mwe bantu iwe wine iwe wa community we nga wabomba pamantendi tekuya mukwete kuteke kangena tepe mulanda ati kangena ati zangena zangena. Why? Because it's your money. You have worked for that money. Simple. You have worked for that money. Okay? Edgar was the president for 7 solid years. And those things are entitlements. Let him get his entitlement. President Lungu is a human being just like President Akainde Chema, just like me, just like you, and others. And we have to enjoy the human rights. Freedom to associate, freedom of expression, freedom to join any association or political party. Just now, we have just received that the former president from Malawi, he has decided to come back into active politics. We have to respect human rights. We have to respect human rights. President Edgar Lungu is just claiming what belongs to him. Give Caesar what belongs to Caesar. That's all. Okay? That's all. So, now twishwa shimirandu chiri mukoti barepo ayo kulodekesha po twalanda po fye pantu ama Zambians na chiramo na pa social media yo president na chitanani na di broko ma president Edgar Lungu kuti aba broko ine nshiri broko how president Lungu abe broko ine nshiri broko na kwata radio mwina radio aloba president Lungu bate mwafyo kulya sabi ifisashi binzi oyo bate mwa kulya wa president Lungu nomba kuti baba shani broko bafiro kushita ifisashi mbalala tinkubala tete bafirwe na ifwe po tuli ifwe twatwala embushi twatwala enkoko twatwala so mwebe na Zambia mwituleta elo mwilenga twambye okumoneka kwati twalichula sana awe mwilenga twambye okumoneka efyo ba president Edgar Lungu ni ba government asset na para peni bali ni ba government asset bapeni nyotoka bapeni ndalama shabo bakulire ni nganda ifo twali kulira ba arabi nganda twali bakulira very beautiful house in Makeni ba PF tabara ndire kwati Arabi waisa ma politics twako indala mashobe washikata awe barabi bare ikala bare bapera nempia government. We should not take Zambia as personal to order. All of us, we are stakeholders. Me, I'm a Zambian. I am a Zambian, and I'll continue to talk on issues pertaining to our country. I'll continue to discuss that. So our President Edgar but anything that I'm a shout. Nishi mule batini na so, but one thing kapondo, kakari pa ground, takalanda bati kakari. Okay? Inena adimu Israel Edgar Lungu na adibomba na talanda bati muka dikutami vuturusha ba UPNG so kumi vuturusha veso menshita shala. If you have a Edgar. Nangu abapene fye mumuleke fye omwine engire na muchalo. Chino chalo by the end of 2024. Carpet na avansula kale. Nshediga na ansula kale carpet. Today I'm 2025, 2026 ni hand over chabe. Okay? Elo vote for today for. Tapari ukachusha bamutinta, tapari ukachusha bena mianda, tapari ukachusha those my nephews the aka in the Ichilema, tapari ukachusha aka in the Ichilema as former president as long as I'll be in the next government. Tapari because we want to open up a new page. We want to open up a new thing in the political fraternity. We want to open up a new thing. Okay? So, if you can say Edgar Chagwa-Lungu, they are just politics. Who told you that Edgar Chagwa-Lungu is not allowed to participate in our political discourse? Who told you? Who told you that? Who told you that? President Edgar Chagwa-Lungu is free to participate, very free to participate because he's a Zambian. He is a Zambian. And where we have reached now, the people who have identified Edgar Chagwa-Lungu as Zambians, the biggest opposition to government of the day is the people of Zambia, not PF. PF ngamulefu ya kuti tuami pela mwatushira kofe Edgar Chagwa-Lungu. Tuayana mu 2026, we can bet the people of Zambia they will vote for Edgar Chagwa-Lungu. The political party, Edgar Chagwa-Lungu, it's not PF, it's the people of Zambia's platform. That is the biggest political party which Edgar Chagwa-Lungu is enjoying. It's PEC, the people of Zambia's platform, not PF, the people of Zambia. The issue to do with my young boy, a mouse, it's a non-issue. We should not even discuss about it. It is a non-issue. So let us work as a team. Let us bring this country together. Let us be united. We are all Zambians. As Zambians, we don't bow to political parties. We bow to our Lord Jesus Christ. Because a bossy never shame, ever bossy. All of us, we are equal. We are all Zambians. And we should respect each other. So, issue Yaba Edgar Chagwa-Lungu, it's a non-issue. It's a very straightforward issue. It's more like here, abomba kuzesco. The lawyer they can stop zesco. Adea mupoka ma pensions ya kuba mwebati twala kuchongwa kano kya kuchongwa that ndia kukasama bazesco baambo kwebati twakupele mpia shobe panturi ya kusakasama taule ya kuchongwa. That is being ridiculous. Huh? That is being ridiculous. Okay? Teni tuchindike former president. Teni tuchindike former president. Because former president's office is an institution. Okay? It is an institution. So Tieni tuchindike for president. Tieni tuchindike the Republican president's office because that is an institution. And whatever thing which is happening to President Edgar Chagwa-Lungu today, we don't want this thing to happen to President Hakainde Hichilema after 2026. We want to make sure that that office is respected. The issue to do with arrests in our country. When I was in Kabwe buying pie at Estaros in Kabwe, ilintu banjikete naisalolesha pa exchange dollar change late yanina naba tuikataka vitu the cooperating partners, they are not happy. Mwaikata ma opposition leaders elo ifunomba tuambio kumitema vaikata kasonde mwenda kitwe dola yakwela elo vaikete musukwa ya Africa na over 25 kwacha because if in tutabateme no ma cooperating partners yo dollar nishile kwelela dollar ile kwelela because there is no confidence from the cooperating partners to this government. When you change government in 2026, you see the real value for your money. You see the real value for the money. Your money, you see the real value. Edgar was governing this country. We had floods and droughts during Edgar Lungu's tenure. We had COVID during Edgar Lungu's tenure. We had cholera during Edgar Lungu's tenure. But the economy was stable. The economy was stable. So many countries were closed down. Edgar Lungu managed to control this economy when it was not fashionable. Even to big countries like Greece, Italy, name them, from Europe, they were closed down. But Edgar Lungu managed to push this country through thick and thin. Why? Because he was thinking about my sister, my brothers in Mutendere, those who are hairdressers, the barbershop guys in the compound, those people who do business as hand to mouth. He was thinking about those people. That's why we managed to pull through with COVID-19. A lot of people died, not only in the compound, including the Minister of Lusaka was admitted in the ICU because he was sick with COVID-19. But President Edgar Lungu, he was looking at a bigger picture. He was looking at a bigger picture. I was almost fired, myself and Chirufia, when we pressurized President Edgar Lungu in cabinet that let us cross this country because the levels of COVID are now uncontrollable. President Lungu told us, Bowman, Chirufia, if you are not ready to govern the people of Zambia, resign or tell me I repress you in cabinet. And we went to Chirufia's office and we laughed at that, and Chirufia told me, Bowman, bossy, so if we check pete fier, amachete. Ofo toi pete de amachete. And Jeba Chirufia, Bowman ni Lusaka province, inena labutuka ne chalo. Chirufia ngamule mtumina phone, and I want to salute him. Chirufia, he had to put himself 100% before the people of Zambia. Now let me to mina Chirufia phone ninshi na lala, but yalebombo. Okay? Anytime more ale kwata finangu 2 minutes ale for to sharp, but ninshi lebombo. We had nice updates from Ministry of Health, nice updates, accurate updates with our doctors, professors who are giving updates. Today, yesterday I was told that 36 people died in Lusaka through cholera, and I was shocked. I said, this is news to me. And they are saying we have more than 1,000 cases in Lusaka. And I was very shocked. Because 36 lives, it's a lot. Even to lose one life is a lot. So let this government know that they are working on behalf of the people of Zambia. So those are the things which I wanted to discuss with you today. And I know you want me to talk about the Patriotic Front. Patriotic Front, we are intact, very strong, very organized in all our structures. I was just coming from Copperbelt and Central Province. Our structures are intact, and all of them, they know that we have one president, one Edgar Lungu, one Secretary General, Grafau, Nakachinda, and the structure of PF is very intact. That's why today I can even boast that I'm a Deputy National Mobilization Chair under the leadership of His Excellency President Edgar Chagwa Lungu. And those others who wants to be presidents, let them just join the queue. Mao Sampa, the reason why he's behaving like this is because he can't even manage to win my councillor. If I bring my councillor Mwanza from Kabushi constituency or Jobs from Luvuto Ward to compete with Maos, they'll win. Because Maos have no people. Tapadi over Tapadi. Okay? So na mombe never media. Mwida from today, ngana umfuati mwemba media mwamba kuitati Maos president. Ngamitwala kukoti. Inewe inenebo ngamitwala na kukoti. Because hii mwemba media mwadishi boko bati Maos nikabwala ala. Mwadishi ba. Boko bati Maos nikabwala ala. The thing which Maos did is a coup d'etat. He was trying to do a coup d'etat, but he failed to penetrate. And the people are supporting Maos. It's a shame. It's a shame. You know the truth, and you want to support an illegality. How? How? So na imwe never media. Ndamuamu na mwebe ni mwacha no to support because supporting that illegality, you are telling the people of Zambia that Mukuka can go to Prisma Hotel today, collects the street kids, and he declares that I've taken over FAZ as FAZ president. And we start calling Mukuka as Football Association of Zambia president. And you people of you media, you start quoting Mukuka as Football Association of Zambia president. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Because where is your integrity as a media? Because you have got ethics. Even you media, you have got ethics. Can you quote a criminal? You even know that this is a criminal, you quote him as president. Shame upon ZNBC. Shame upon ZNBC. They even have a 19 hours news. They even mention the name of a criminal as president. Shame upon you. Shame upon you. So now we'll start taking media houses. If it's cabinet, you mention the name of Mao Sampa as the president. The following day you receive summons and you go and explain in the courts of law why you are calling a criminal a president of an organization, well-established organization. Police, now we will stop suing the police. The police, they have got their numbers and names. We will now pick the names and the numbers of those particular police. We will sue them in their personal individuals. Because enough is enough. Ka pension kobe kadawa abombera 27 years kuma lawyers. And you become a destitute because of supporting wrong things. Because it's not normal. The way police are behaving, it's not normal. But me, I have a goodwill with police service in this country. From Livingstone to Pata, where I interact with them, they have been telling me, ba minister, ababantu bale tuchusha. Na ifo ifintu efiture ekisata tulesekera mo na ifo fwebene. Katulesekera mo. Tulea ku nchito atwamu kubomba baranda tampeni kupepeka Bowman. Namba tupepeke Bowman finsha achita Bowman. Ati yo Bowman tinga haya pe market abantu balafula. Ni destiny yobe. Ni destiny yobe. Nuwa wabika muti destiny muri Bowman ati abe loved kubantu. Nishi winga mukanishi. Lonani afumine kunani ku katako kwa outcup Messi. Before talafika kunganda kumia kwa ali abantu fulu. Niya ni rofa assembly. Messi ali beta bali ati sen kunganda. Inenga na amkushika olo balesa bene baileta. Bantu bali ntemwa. Bali ntemwa abantu. So ninga nalanda ti defo kuchishingulu shako shaka chinguru sheneka kachinguru sha na bena Zambia because abena Zambia balanda Bowman chinguru shetu so bakapokola muira unkwekire nieva ba politicians. Some as politicians sometimes we are useless. We act through our egos, not through our brains. Sometimes we are useless people. Ndakwa the time yako ati politician yonse yafumeko ichalo chile iraninga fecheka better. Because politicians sometimes are useless. We are useless sometimes because we think with our egos, not our brains. The things which is happening in our country today, you can even see that they are not using their brains, they are using their egos. You can even see that. So bakapokola, ubupuba bwesu, former politician, imwe muchuli lemo. Why? Fish mwala chuli lamo mubupuba bwesu. Nish mwala chuli lamo. Mule bakanina. Ngabalande fintu shkwete amano. Mwabe batawe. Not if we can't go on like this. This is our country. And the technocrats, as we come and go, as politicians, we come and go. Technocrats will remain there. Okay? If what we say, if we got 10 years, 25 years, what we are kind of 5 years, popo. Edgar lungu had 7 years. Afumapo, but abantu basana. Wow. Iwe pari yofuta watchile, ofo tulinkile, tukuweke se shepo. But you got 10 years, bafumapo. Barabi 3 years, bafumapo. Bamwanawasa 7 years, bafumapo. Basata 3 years, bafumapo. And you can't force the people of Zambia. You can't force them to be their president if they have said no. Ero mchalo mumie sutapabo wakana po kumapari bu president. But yama soja mumona, their allegiance is to the constitution of Zambia. Constitution. Baka pokoda babe nyaba. Eba kaya ikata na Jack Mwimbo. Same police. Eba kaya mwikata babe nyale to preside over. Eba kaya mwikata why? They respect and their allegiance is to the constitution. Okay? Kampiongo baka pokolo bare ebwari nabo. Eba mwikete, isn't it? Because the police, their allegiance is to the constitution of Zambia. So mwiramu na kwati yo ifo tuli na baka pokola ba UPND ba dipwa itile renga kwetu ba UPND ba meka kwa political party. It's because of the police. Give Bowman a free lane in this country. Just give him what Bowman, go and do your political activities. 1 month there will be no UPND in this country. 1 month. And I've challenged the police, give me one rally. Sayo Lusaka, Central, Copper Belt, Inefyeneka, not at Shad, Inefyeneka. And I will show you that UPND is nowhere to be seen because the people of Zambia, they have already decided. The people of Zambia, they have decided. So, Ichalo Chino belongs to you, Zambians, not if we're a politician. If we're a politician, we safye, no kuya. But Ichalo Chila Shala. So, in our media, Chieni, Muwombele Pamone, not to Womba Pamona if we, Wombele Pamone Chalo. Work with the constitution of Zambia. Now, I'm constitution of Zambia. Coup d'etat is a treasonable offense. Treasonable offense. Mao's today is supposed to be in prison. It's supposed to be in prison. Today, he's supposed to be in prison. And Mao has committed an offense which you shall follow him to his grave. That offense which Mao has committed, it will follow him to his grave. Today, he can enjoy the security from the incumbency. Tomorrow, that security won't be there. Tomorrow, that security won't be there. And the people of Zambia, they will say, take Mao to court. Take him to court. And you go to court. And the court, they will preside over his cases. And before even entering the courtroom, Mao will be found guilty. Mao will be found guilty. Before even Nama papers Tabala Isula, he will be found guilty. So the best thing to do, let us respect the constitution of our country and let us respect the people of Zambia. The government should leave, the politicians should leave government technocrats alone. Don't take or turn technocrats into politicians. Nina alibomba na technocrats. Nga bafima machine fyabo fe bayisala katipa ero nimfimona nabamba okufisala fima machine fira nabamba okufisala. So very soon fikesa isala katipa ba president kapadi echoba katita because ama technocrats tabafwaya nokubanga chama technocrats. They are serious people and they don't want to be associated to politics. So for me, I want to thank you and I want to thank the people who have been watching, and we want to promise you that this is our last press briefing for 2023, and we are looking forward to 2024. And I want to wish the media fraternity the festival season, happy Merry Christmas and prosperous 2024. Because the Bowman and media, you can't separate Bowman and the media fraternity, because I've worked with media fraternity from inception when we were die-hard youth wing coordinator up to that. We have been working with media. So for me, I'm part of you. I'm also part of the media fraternity of this country, and I want to encourage you. You have been a good partner, and you have helped the people of Zambia to know what they want to know, to entertain them and to educate them. So thank you very much, and may God bless you all. Any questions?
Thank you, Honorable Sambo. It's been a great speech, isn't it? At this point, colleagues, I'd like to ask those that have got questions. Let's ask questions that you may have. Depending on what you said, I think we've all noticed that a number of things has been touched on. So let's have questions. You can just raise your hand and then pose your questions. More questions are encouraged. Those that have got a question to ask, please let's ask. Yes, Andrew. Anybody with a question at the back? Yes, sir, you want to ask a question? All right, if there are no questions, it means what has been said is exactly the truth. You can see my sister. Yes, you can raise and just tell us where you're coming from. Pardon?
Can you hear me?
Yes, you can just raise and tell us where you're coming from. And then...
My name is Cindy Nantelo, coming from Millennium TV. So you mentioned about the government involving the people when it comes to making decisions that to do with the IMF and other things. But then I want to find out from you, since you talked so much about the economy, what measures would you advise the government to put in place in order to stabilize the economy, seeing that it's now in ICU?
Thank you. Do we have any other questions? Please, let's have at least 3 more to ask. Before people can ask, you can respond to that question. I can see 2 more. Yes, you can just tell us your name and please ask.
I want to get your comment based on a statement that was said by the Vice President in Parliament. The dollar high is that
Volume. You can raise your voice.
the Vice President in Parliament the other week
Thank you, Christopher. Yes, sir, please ask.
I just want to get a comment from you in regards to the volatile situation in Parliament. I noticed that situation actually started even during your time, and there has been so much high confidence, for lack of a better term, in the House. What do you make of the status quo regarding Parliament?
Okay. Thank you very much. I'll start with my sister here. My sister, the responsibility of a caring government is to add value to its citizens. That is a responsibility number one. What is our job as politicians? The politician's job is to give a political will to the technocrats so that they can operate on the issues concerning the people of Zambia rightly. Our economy, I don't know if we even have an economy now, because things are very bad. Things are very, very bad. The first priority, Mr. Musokotwane, the Secretary to Treasury, economic advisor to the President, and the President himself, they would have sat by now and start thinking of subsidizing the fuel, subsidizing the mealie meal of this country. Because as a country, we have money. As a country, we have money. The first thing is to subsidize our economy. We gave tax holiday. Tuli ba mwana malaya mbi. Katwa beishwa noko bafuma. Twabapela tax holiday. Abantu besu ama Zambians mwabapela tax ikulu. Ama Zambians namwishwate ama light bali lunda. Walishwate ama light bali lunda. Are you aware? And ama light bachiri bali lunda. Na next year bakalunda. First quarter, second quarter bakalunda. Third quarter bakalunda. But balia mwabapela tax holiday. Nomba ifwe bapie fofo twareta. Tware sende mpia shakumain ama taxes. Twapela vena Zambia. Twapela fuel which was subsidized. Twapela mealie meal which was subsidized. Na bali abene ba IMF badaisa kuno. Ulia president wa IMF ulia mukashana. Ashite fya kulia kwe fya ba subsidized. Kulia ku United States. Hello Aisa kuno. Aisa toba tufinyeni kwa subsidy. That is being stupid. That's being stupid. Okay? Ulia fuilio kuisa kuno Aisa mkutulanga. Echo nomba ama Zambians twala babikira ko more subsidies so that ubunga bufume padi 120 kwacha opo twabushire bwise padi 70 kwacha bwise padi 50 kwacha. Not kwamba kununike fintu ififire nini. So answering your question, the best remedy to what is happening now is to give subsidy to fuel, subsidy to mealie meal. And we have money to pay for the gap where we are going to remove to subsidize mealie meal and fuel. We have a lot of money. Bela mibepa. Twalikwata walishiba kajamu yesu kulufanyama. It's the biggest open pit kajam mine in the world. We make a lot of money. We have a lot of money. We have a lot of money. So in Nenga Mwampela, the president, Mukampela, Mukachitana appreciate because in Pia, Shai Kalafe Turashimonafe consent. Turashimonafe consent. Now, Mule Ingida Nombana Muka Unda Square. Umuntu ashtisha to milk 6. Mwatuma Mubazedara. At Bambi Okulipira tax, everybody pay tax, everybody pay tax. You're killing all the businesses. Small scale entrepreneurs. You're killing them. Shishibena Mubanga ministry yako for Irechda. Because by now Mubanga's ministry is supposed to be crossed. Because it's not making sense. It is not making sense. Okay? It is not making sense. Mubanga's ministry today is supposed to be a department at the IDC. Supposed to be a department at IDC. Because there's nothing that is doing. We're just wasting money to pay permanent secretaries, to pay ministers, to pay directors, to pay supporting staffs. We're just wasting the money. So the answer to your question, my sister, is to bring back subsidies to fuel and mealie meal. That is the best. The issue to do with Madam Nalumango. By now, you should know that Madame Nalumango, she's a dramatist. You should know that. You should know that. Because Madame Nalumango, tawakwata independent mind. Tawakwata independent mind. Madame Nalumango parliament, tawakwata answers. You have to get the video for Madame Inonge Wina, a video for Nevas Mumba, the video for Enoch Kabindele, when they were leaders of business in parliament, and many other vice presidents. Put them here, analyze them. You'll tell me that the worst vice president is Madame Nalumango because she has no information. She's blank. She has no information. I can do better than her because I understand the issues better than her. I understand politics better than her. I understand the economy better than her. So there is no way statistics doesn't lie. There is no way a normal vice president can issue a statement in parliament talking about the movement of the dollar today and saying if PF was still here, would have been getting dollar at 60 kwacha. Shame upon her. As we had planned. When you go to the Ministry of Finance, there, as PF, we had economic recovery plan. There, ask this minister, Musokotwan. We had a very rich program there, economic recovery plan. And that economic recovery plan for Zambia, it anchored on home-based solutions. Home-based solutions. By this time, we would have been getting $1 at 10 kwacha because we had a plan. We would have been giving the people of Zambia mealie meal at 50 kwacha because we had a plan. By this time. So now, Madam Vice President, she's still dreaming. She's speaking as if she's in opposition. Madam Vice President, wake up. You are a vice president in the ruling party, not in opposition. Give the people of Zambia answers and statistics which will help them. Because talking about skiste kwacha, that is drama. As when we were coming out of government, our dollar rate was at $1 to 15 kwacha. And we are proud of that. Very proud of that. We fired Kariaria because he was incompetent. We fired him because he was incompetent. He couldn't talk about real economy. Kariaria's economy is a book economy from University of Zambia where they limit their thinking from page 1 to page 50. Our economy in the real world, we don't limit things or thinking in the book. You think outside the box. You think outside the box. That's why today, Zimbabwe's economy, despite thousands of sanctions, it is still ticking. It's still ticking. But for you, Zambia, ka sanction think about me abantu kufwechkwefwe. So go and tell Madam Nalumango that Bowman, the bulldozer, said, you're still sleeping. Wake up. And the people of Zambia, they're still waiting for a 25 kg mealie meal at 50 kwacha. Tell her that the people of Zambia, they're still waiting for $1 at 12 kwacha. Tell her that the people of Zambia, they're still waiting for 8 bags for one FISIP beneficiary. Tell her the people of Zambia, they're still waiting for that. They are not here to be entertained by jokes. And tell her that 2026 she will go back to her farm in Ingwelele. That's where she belongs. Go and tell her that she belongs in Ingwelele. Go and tell her. So for me, we had a plan. And our plan was to make sure that we reduce the exchange rate and other commodities in our in our country. We wanted this economy to grow at a very fast rate. That's why when you go to Rufanyama, President Edgar lungu opened up a farm block. You go to Central Province, we opened up farm blocks. You go to Northern Province, we are now trying to connect Malawi to Kazala railway line, because we had the plans. You see, the people went to Chipata. They went to celebrate on the Muchinji railway line. That is our baby. That is our baby. Aba bantu tapali ko bapangapo. Kyonse bali kusanga twalipanga. If we had the vision 2030, a vision twakwete. Vision 2030. So nga ninebona ali president. Ichalo echinga twali chingulusha. Nama policies yesunga mwale amnatoka. This is a good policy. This is a good policy. Education twali kwatile plan is masana. Not Abu Ferrer and that free education. That is a joke. That is a joke. So go and tell Madam Nalumango that the bulldozer said, you are still dreaming. You are still sleeping. Wake up. We only have 1 year to go. You can't be doing drama in that important house. You can't. She's a president. She's a second to President Hakainde Hichilema. She's supposed to show the people of Zambia that she has got data, that she's very blank, just like the ministers there. Very blank. If President Hakainde Hichilema won't fire those ministers, I don't know where we are going. Because those ministers are useless. Most of those ministers are useless. They don't know what they are doing. They are useless. Issue to do with my brother. What was the issue? Oh, the status quo in parliament. Now, status quo in parliament. Parliament abo na wile ni ba speaker. Abeni. Ebo na wile the parliament was speaker. If I was president, I would have removed that speaker. Speaker number one, and the second, the third speaker, that man. Those two supposed to come out of that parliament. Tapa inoko mulemo na parliament. Mudam parliament no mbali ne mukafuma makofi. Elo bakamba ku respect. Tapa inoko mulemo na parliament. Toti nipia kulanda. We are heading for real fight in that parliament. Because there's a lot of rubbish things happening in that parliament. A lot of rubbish things happening in that parliament. And I miss that parliament. Because by this time the speaker would have behaved herself. If I was there, the speaker would have behaved herself. I miss that parliament. Right now, I miss the parliament right now. So, there's nothing that we have seen so far. The lawlessness in parliament is because of the first speaker, Madam Neri Muti, and the third speaker, Mr. Moyo. Those are the two officers who have destroyed parliament. Parliament is something we should respect as a country. But Neri Muti and Moyo, that is not a playing field. Okay? That is not a playing field. That parliament is supposed to be respected. And we should have a separation of powers between parliament, judiciary, and the executive. No, but today, which is very dangerous. Which is very dangerous. Tapadi work checking omunankwe. Bonse balife pamopen. How can you work like that? How can you work like that? And the only hope which we have as Zambians, our hope is in the judiciary. That is our hope, where our hope is. In the judiciary. That is where our hope is. And we want to urge the people of Zambia to support the courts. And we want the courts to defend democracy, the constitution. As they defend the constitution, they are defending and protecting the people of Zambia. If I'm a politician, I want to address the judiciary. If I'm a politician, people sometimes will come to you to tell you, do this. Apply your own mind. Analyze the case according to its demerits and merits and make a decision. Don't follow the politicians. The politicians, they can put this country on fire. Because most of the politicians, they don't think. They want to think through their egos. They want to show who is the boss. Who is a boss? There is nothing being a boss in the political field. We are leaders. We are not bosses. We are leaders, and we have to show leadership to the people. So, as I said in my preamble, that President Hakainde Hichilema will not be touched, because for us, we are going to show leadership. And showing leadership is to make sure that we respect the former president and we govern the country according to the will of the people of Zambia. I thank you.
Do you have any other questions, please? I saw a hand at the back. All right, with that being said, colleagues, we've come to the end of this press briefing. We are so much thankful to you all, and once more, we apologize for starting late, but next time we promise we'll do it right on time.